I cannot believe I'm filming right now. I'm walking back to my apartment from a workout and it was wonderful, and I'm under all these really cool trees and life is good. I have something quick to share with you. It's a story that popped in my mind today and my angels told me to tell you, so that's what I'm gonna do. Angels are super powerful. I have believed in the presence of angelic beings my entire life. I don't think I ever didn't believe in them, but I have wondered and been curious about what angels are actually capable of and what they can do for you. And today, in this moment in time, I am feeling very inspired to share with you some true stories from my personal life experience of times where I instantly felt I would say after imagining that the angels could be there helping me and praying that they would be and asking them to, I immediately received the results that I wanted. So I'm gonna talk about this. All right. It started when I was in Albania in March. If you don't know this about me, in February I got on a plane and I was going to France, and I just had a one-way ticket and I had a suitcase and a backpack with me, and I just did whatever I felt inspired to do. It was incredibly healing and so wonderful to reconnect with my inner voice. And I think the story I was telling myself before that trip was that I shouldn't listen to myself and I shouldn't trust myself. And then I started to witness that the opposite of that story would be completely trusting myself and completely surrendering to my inner voice. And my inner voice took me on a European adventure for 3 entire months. I was in Europe and it was so wonderful. When I was in Albania, I had something very awesome happen. I wish that this would happen more often. I think it will happen more often as my life goes on, because it's something that I enjoy, and I know that life is constantly giving me the things that I enjoy, like sunlight and laughter and smiles and clouds and trees. All right, back to the story. So, okay, I'm in Albania and I met a lot of people while I was there. Thankfully, it was very convenient that I met people because I kind of want to keep walking around. I can leave this here and keep walking around. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna walk around this whole garden of beautiful trees while I talk. Walking and talking. Okay, so like right now, I just said a little protection prayer to the angels to just protect my bag while I walk around. And it doesn't really need to be protected. It's all good, but I just thought that that's a cool thing to notice. As I'm talking about my past experience with angels, a present experience appears. All right, so I'm in Albania and I mentioned that I met some people. I met these people and it was very convenient that I met people because my Airbnb, which was beachfront, which matches everything I want in life, because, well, not everything I want in life, but one of the big things that I want in life is that I want to spend a lot of days waking up to the ocean and falling asleep to the ocean. And that's what I got to do while I was in Albania. It was incredible. This beautiful, amazing place where the ocean was right across the street from my Airbnb, and it was wonderful. Anyways, so I was in Albania, like I said, and my Airbnb was exactly a mile away from the main city, which was Vlorë, and the city of Vlorë was exactly a mile away from my Airbnb, like I just said. I'm sorry that I'm repeating things. So I met a lot of people, and not a lot of people, a few people that would offer to take me to the city if I wanted to go with their car, which was really nice because I didn't rent a car and I didn't want to rent a car. But the peculiar, supernatural, psychic thing, if you will, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to stick to the facts, though, of what happened. So, something happened where this is what happened. I was about to sit in the grass. It's so hard for me to tell stories because my brain just pulls me into the present because I've trained my brain to do that through meditation. So every time I'm trying to tell a story, my brain is like, wait, look at the grass, be here now. And I'm like, ah. Okay, but right now I want to tell a story. So what happened next? I was about to go to sleep, and I closed my eyes, and in my mind I could vividly see a scene of me wearing these blue leggings with this blue long sleeve workout top. It was a set. I saw myself wearing that set in the Airbnb. I saw myself put on my running shoes, and I saw myself pack my bag, and I headed out the door. It was that very same bag that I put on that bench over there. I headed out the door, and I went for a run. And this is all happening in my mind, in my vision. I could see it as if I was living it for real. Side note about that happening is that didn't always happen to me. It only started happening, I only started experiencing that after meditation. And I think meditation definitely cleared my third eye, and my third eye allows me to see visions from the future when I'm lucky, and it is amazing when it happens. So this amazing thing happens, and I'm getting this vision. However, at the time, I wasn't really thrilled about this vision. I remember talking to myself, which, like, when I get the visions, I feel like it's my future self telling me what to do, because I feel like it's this mental version of me that's living out every single space and time that exists in space and time. So this version of me is just like telling me that it did this and it was good and I could go, if that makes any sense. Sometimes I feel like that's the way it works, but I don't know how it really works. I'm the one experiencing it. But I am curious about it, and I'm obviously studying it anyways, and also helping other people experience it too, which is really cool. Anyways, so, and you should definitely get on my email list if you want to learn more about my offerings and my events, and when I'm guiding meditation, and when I can do that for you, and if I can do that for you one-on-one and stuff like that, so that you can also be in touch with everything you're meant to be in touch with in this lifetime. So good. So I'm getting this vision, I'm seeing it happen, and I talk back to the vision, and I'm like, look, good on you for going for a run. I don't think I want to do that. There were a few spots on the way to the city where there was no sidewalk, and I was just a little bit hesitant about doing something like that. I really didn't want to, and the vision spoke back to me and was like, okay, no big deal, just relax and go to sleep. And I was like, all right, okay, cool. And so I went to sleep, and then when I woke up, without even really thinking about it, I was putting on that outfit that I told you guys about from the vision, and I was getting my bag ready, this bag, and I was putting on my running shoes, and I don't know. I was like, all right, I guess my subconscious primed me last night and told my body what it was going to do, and now my body's going to do this regardless of what the mind says. It's really happening. So I go out on this run, and there was this amazing looking gelato place in the city of Lore that I really wanted to go to, so the plan was to go to the gelato place. And I'm gonna get to the part where the angels help. It's kind of a few sentences away, okay? Just wanted to let you know, in case you were wondering. I get to the city, and there's this really great spot where I could see everything, and I'm looking out at everything, and I hear a voice tell me I will go paragliding for free today. And I see a paraglider above me, and I'm like, wow, people are paragliding, and I'm gonna go paragliding for free today. Okay, sounds good. Crazy brain, little inside voice telling me what's gonna happen next. Alrighty. And that's actually what happened. I met this person that was paragliding, and I met them after they landed, obviously. I didn't talk to them while they were in the sky. Hey, hello. My inner voice says I'll paraglide for free today. What are the odds of that happening? No, they were on the ground, folding up their glider, and I started talking to them, and they told me to come meet their paragliding instructor, and the paragliding instructor invited me to go, and told me it was 80 euros, and I was like, I don't have 80 euros, and he was like, oh, no big deal. He's like, you can pay in gold, and I was like, no, I don't have any gold either, sir, and he was like, no, it's all good. Are you happy to be here? I was like, yeah. He's like, then that's your payment. I was like, okay. And that's not the only time that someone asked me if I was happy about stuff and then told me it was free. It was very interesting how people were telling me that my happiness and my joy for the food I was being given, for the experiences I was having, that was my payment. That happened to me a couple times in Europe, and it was pretty satisfying. Okay, my joy is paying for these experiences, and that was really cool. That's a really good subconscious belief to have, in my opinion. If you're someone that, for me, finances, that was so low on my priority list at the time, since I was doing all this inner work and all this inner healing. I was like, I will get rich later. I need to work on myself. So yeah, I learned that I have a psychic inner voice. My inner voice tells me stuff that is about to happen, that will happen, and I can use that to my advantage. That's so cool that I can do that. Okay. This is the angel part. So, in order to go paragliding, we need to get to the top of a mountain. In order to get to the top of the mountain, this group of people had a van. So we all got into the van, and we went up to the top of the mountain, and it was really cool. Had the whole experience, blah, blah, blah. The next day is a whole different experience, and then another day passes, and it was a whole different experience. And then I was walking in the city, and it was the same paragliding people. They asked me if I wanted to go to a restaurant with them, which I had just finished a 3-day fast, and I wasn't sure what I was gonna do for my next meal, and they invited me to go have a dinner in the mountains. It was beautiful and wonderful and such a great gift. Obviously, I feel like I was being very guided that whole entire time, but I didn't even ask for it. It was just happening, which was really cool. And then, a prayer that I say a lot is please, angels, be with me, please guide me, show me the way, because I heard from someone once that you need to ask the angels for help, or else they can't interfere, because the free will on earth is so strong for humanity. So I just say a general prayer, even if I don't ask for it, you can interfere, because your way is higher than my way, and if you see something that I can't see, go ahead and help me, and I trust you, and stuff like that. I'll just say out loud to the angels, yo, Archangel Michael, hook me up with your guidance in infinite ways. That's what I'll be saying. So that could have been why things were flowing so easily. All right, this is the part where I prayed directly though. So we're on this van going through the mountains, and it gets stuck at one point at a really high incline. And because of the high incline, the van was getting stuck, and I started to pray to the angels, and I prayed that the angels could push the van up this mountain, and it started happening. It started to be okay, and the van made it up the mountain, and I thought that was so cool. It happened a second time, and the second time I was more curious. I was like, okay, did we really receive supernatural, angelic, interdimensional strength from these beings that we can't see? Did they really answer my prayer? So I was watching from the outside view, because I wasn't in the van while it was being pushed up. I was looking at it, and I just stood there staring at it, watching everybody work to get it up there. And I said, I'm gonna wait and watch this for a little bit. And I'm watching, and I'm like, all right, angels, can you please push the van up for them? And the moment I said, angels, please help, please push the van up, they did. And I'm even saying in this moment, angels, please guide me on where to walk, where this video will be awesome. I'm walking this way. I feel it. It was incredible. I have a second example of the angels helping me out. It's not coming to my mind right now, though. My mind is so blank, but I know that there was this second time. I know it happened in Albania too. Because after that happened, I was like, wow, I want to have them help me in other ways too. What did I need help with though? I need help with remembering what it was that I wanted to talk about with you guys. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Like, wow, nature. I honestly cannot remember right now. Oh, why is my mind so blank? Oh! In Albania, I did not plan where I was going to go after Albania. However, my mom and my grandma had plans to be in Germany, and I said, I will meet you there. That sounds great. So I bought this plane ticket to fly from the airport in Albania to the airport in Germany. I found out that there was a bus that can take you from Vlor, which was like the local city, to Tirana, which is where the airport was. So I found that bus. I think I found it online, or someone told me about it. I think the Airbnb host told me about it. The Airbnb host was so helpful there. She was awesome. I heard about this bus, and I packed all my bags, got a taxi. The taxi took me to the bus, and I go to the bus, and I go to get a ticket, and the lady tells me, this is the woman. She goes, this is her hand on her desk. She's like, oh, did you not know you had to buy it online? I was like, what? She's like, we are full. Like, the bus is completely full. You had to buy it online. And I was like, no, how am I going to get to the airport now? Like, this is the only way to get there. How is it going to happen? I panic for a couple moments, and she kind of just stops. Like, she stops looking at me, and I'm just panicking. And then I was like, you know what? Perfect time to pray. And I said to myself, everything is happening for my highest good. I'm so happy and grateful for what's happening right now. It's so wonderful and so beautiful, and I know everything's gonna turn out just fine. Then I said, angels, please help me get a ticket on this bus, please. I really want to have a ticket on this bus. Please help me. And that was when I heard the printer, and she said, I have a ticket for you. It's all good. And I said, did you realize I just finished praying my prayer? I literally had just finished asking the angels to help me, and immediately this printer is printing my ticket to get on the bus. The bus that she said was completely full, that I needed to get a ticket online, and that I was gonna have no luck to get where I wanted to go. That is a cool angelic guided story, and I'm so glad that it popped into my brain this morning, and I'm so glad that I felt so strongly about recording it just now as I'm walking around enjoying the beautiful atmosphere outside right now. So I hope you enjoyed these stories. And a funny extra detail from that last story was that when I got on the bus, there were 2 guys that were in charge of the bus. Like, they obviously worked for the company, and we're gonna go through this dark tunnel. So there were 2 guys that worked there, and they were both on the bus. I don't know why I'm telling the story like this, but I'm telling it like this. They were both on the bus, and then I got on the bus, obviously, and then everybody's on the bus, and then they had a second stop to pick up more people. And when they picked up more people, they realized there was like the 2 guys, one of the guys was like, and they were speaking in Albanian, so I didn't know what they were saying, but they were basically looking confused and wondering why there was not a seat for this new passenger that had just got on the bus. And I think they decided that the person that was working there needed to get off so that that new person that just got on could sit in his seat. And it was just such an interesting exchange. Like, as the person that I knew that I was this extra person that was given this last minute ticket, and I knew that I was the reason that there weren't enough seats for everybody. And it was just kind of funny. Not like funny, like, haha, he has to get off the bus, but like, it was just, I don't know if they knew. I don't know if that had happened before. Maybe it had happened before, and maybe it's this thing that they do where they're like, yeah, if someone really needs to get on the bus, we don't really need this extra person to be in the seat. I don't know, because he obviously was like tight with the other, not tight with, I think he worked there. I think he worked for the bus company, so I don't know. He got off the bus, and because there were these 2 front seats, so the extra passenger sat in that front seat. I don't think the woman that gave me the ticket told the 2 people that were sitting in the front, the bus driver and the other bus dude. I don't think they knew that I was there. I don't think they knew that the woman gave an extra ticket until all the people that bought tickets were on the bus, and they realized, wait, where's this person gonna sit? Oh, I'm the bus attendant. I guess I'll have to get off the bus, and this passenger will get the bus attendant seat. I don't know what the bus attendant was even doing. I don't know why the bus driver couldn't be the bus attendant. I didn't really know what was actually going on, so I have no idea. All I knew was that I prayed to my angels, and they must have planted some seeds in that lady's mind, or gave her some encouragement. Hey, just give her a ticket, and the bus attendant will give his seat away to the person that needs it. I don't know. It was cool. So I ended up getting to the airport and getting to my bus. From my experience with asking for help from the angels, I have noticed that if you have multiple possibilities for multiple future timelines for you to experience, if you're not clear on which one you actually want, and your focus is hopping from multiple possibilities, I, in my experience, believe that it's really difficult for the angels to help you because your focus is going everywhere. Like, if I was unsure if I wanted to get on my plane to get to Germany, I'm pretty sure I don't think it would have happened that fast. I think the reason why it happened that fast, that I was able to get a ticket, was because I was direct, I was focused, I believed, I changed my energy, I used my energy to be in the state of having the outcome come to me. There have been times where I wanted to manifest something and I was really stressed about it, and I let myself be genuinely stressed because I was stressed. Shout out to those of you that know what I'm talking about, because I told that story on YouTube once. It was when I manifested sleeping in a mansion after a concert. It was super cool. So I don't think you being in a certain state is 100% necessary for you to manifest something. But what I think is 100% necessary is clarity on which option you want. Like, if you know for sure what you want for dinner and you want to manifest that dinner coming to you, it's so much easier than having all these different ideas of what you could possibly eat for dinner. Then I feel like it's really hard to have something come in quickly because you haven't made up your mind about what you want. So take some time to get clear on your desires, pray to some angels, tell the stories about your prayers and your experiences to everyone you know. Start a YouTube channel and start talking about how great it is to experience angelic guidance, and let's help the world fall in love. Let's help the people of the world fall in love with existing. Let's all be on a timeline together where we love existing so much, where we love this earth, where we love these bodies and these voices, and loving all aspects of the self that we are together, unified, creating the most beautiful existence we can possibly imagine for each other. I'll connect with you more in another video. Thank you so much for watching the video to its completeness. I really enjoyed telling these stories, and I will connect with you more in another video. Bye!